Menomonie. It's a tiny town. It's really, really small. Small, and it's only got its population because it's a college town. Home to UW-Stout. It's
What's their mascot? Like the Blue Devils?
Yeah, we got a Blue Devil mascot, and there's some stories you can walk down by. It's a nice town. It's small. Everyone knows everyone. It's pretty old. It's actually a historical landmark. It's during the 40s. It was here. It's old. That's the story. It's an old place. A lot of people who are here, if you ask them about the Iron Knight, they're gonna know who you're talking about.
Have you heard of the Iron Knight, the guy that walks around campus?
Yeah, I see him all the time.
You want to do an interview?
About the Iron Knight?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, who is this guy?
Yeah.
I see him around walking a lot. Can I see the Iron Knight? Yeah, is it one of you guys?
No. So what are your thoughts about the Iron Knight?
Oh, I think it's cool. I mean, it takes a lot of time out of his own day just to walk around, which, I mean, doesn't take a lot of effort itself, but, I mean, it's cool for people just to see someone put effort into making, that suit and then walk around and display it for people. Kind of like a art project, but walking, so it's cool.
He is definitely an enigma of the UW-Stout campus and just Menomonie as a whole. He walks around. Everyone spots him, but it's hard to kind of stop him, talk to him. And that was our mission, to find out and talk to him, find out who he is, where he is, and why is he doing this. So we went on a little rampage. We're going around Stout, putting up posters and stuff, trying to see who and where he is. And we were like, please contact us if you know where he is, who he is. And turned out it was a lot easier to find him than we thought, because funny enough, our boy Rob comes up and he goes, I found his Twitter. So we just hit him up there and he said, yeah, let's do an interview, I'm down. So that's exactly what we did.
Hi, my name's the Iron Knight. It was spring of 2018 that I threw on the suit for the first time.
What are your inspirations?
Iron Man for one, if that didn't give it away. I think a big one definitely is just people who follow their dreams and kind of just don't give a shit, really. They don't care if, if they maybe throw on a suit of armor or just, So basically, ever since I was a kid, I used to love superheroes, specifically Marvel. I grew up watching a lot of Spider-Man, and then I saw Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, 2008. And that one, right off the bat, just got me hooked on Iron Man. When I was a kid, I built a robot arm out of this, plastic toys and stuff. And then I think it wasn't until, it'd be 2018, whenever Infinity War came out, I saw that movie, and that kind of reignited that love for superheroes, and I kind of got the idea to just throw together something like this. Honestly, I'm kind of just surprised it went this far. So technically I had two suits. So the first one I made was based off the Mark I from that movie, which is this really big, bulky, kind of gunmetal colored suit like this. But that was way too heavy. Basically, I think it was just pure spite, and that was the only reason I was able to walk around in it. So eventually I just removed some of the metal on my legs and on my arms here, made it a little bit lighter, and it wound up working out.
How long did it take you to make the suit?
About 6 or 7 months, I'd say. I mean, a lot of it was just I was procrastinating, honestly.
Okay.
I got the frame done, and then I just didn't touch it for a month or two. Then I started getting the legs and stuff done. Originally the legs were just made out of a bunch of half cylinder things. So I put my leg through it, put one half on, and bolt the other half on. Eventually that's not really the case anymore, but it was basically just a ton of those, and it just took some time to get that all to fit together correctly. Yeah, usually I kind of go Friday through Sunday sometimes, around the weekend, you know. Typically afternoon, unless it's like really hot out or something, then I try to go out at night.
How long do your walks usually last for?
Somewhere between an hour and a half to 2 hours usually. There's usually two experiences usually. Number one is usually, oh my God, it's Iron Man. It's the Tin Man. It's that guy I've seen everywhere. And then there's the people who are kind of like, okay, that dude looks like he's a bomb strapped to his chest. Oh my God, like they just sort of do this, sort of they don't want to look at me. Which, I mean, I completely understand that. It can look very threatening at first. Honestly, I've had like several best experiences. Biggest thing is I think whenever I go by and there's like a couple of kids or something, or like that little daycare center down the street, like, and then there's just these like 5-year-olds looking at me like, just like completely shocked, like, what is this? There's also the first time I threw on the suit, I was gonna surprise my best friend with it, and she got so scared she fell out of her chair. I have been proposed to before, that has happened. This lady was just like, can you please marry me? And I'm like, yes, and that would be cool. Ironically, I do like going for walks. I do like to draw, actually. I'm pretty, kind of like, I guess you could say an artist. Not much, I'm more of a digital artist, honestly. I can't get past painting. It's just, you know, it's definitely very interesting when I'm just like in public as myself, not in the suit, and just like hearing people talk about like, oh yeah, I saw that Tin Man guy yesterday or whatever, and it's just kind of like, I want to say something snarky, but also secret identity, so.
They're funny. Have you seen any of them?
People make memes of me? Oh my God, I love that.
I actually got one picture right now if you want to see it.
Oh my God, yes. I love it. I'm actually surprised I haven't met that guy yet. I feel like I should have bumped into him occasionally.
Do you have anyone that you consider an antagonist to you?
Fire hydrants. Only because this one time I'm walking down the street, on the sidewalk, and there's a stoplight, and this lady's honking, and I turn, and then like her 5-year-old, 7-year-old kids in there, they're all waving happy, and I'm like, hi guys, you know, trying to, you know, play cool, be nice. And I turn around and I completely don't see the giant red fire hydrant in front of me and just crash right into that. And like, I'm like stumbling over this thing, and then I'm just like turning around, and they're all like, and I'm just like, I'm okay, well, I'm like half keeled over this thing. But yes, fire hydrants are my mortal enemy.
Are you gonna ever pass down the Iron Knight costume to anyone if you ever leave?
You know, honestly, I've been thinking about that for a while now. I've only got like a few people put in mind. But yeah, I mean, it's, at most they might be like a sidekick or something.
How do you feel being called the legend at Stout?
It's honestly a really deep honor because, you know, I mean, full disclosure, I just threw this on one spring break, and then ever since then I've just been walking around, and it's really kind of bizarre. And it's like when someone looks at you and thinks like you are the most important person in the world times a million, and it's such an overwhelming positive feeling that it's great, honestly, and I try to live up to that.
Do you ever plan on showing your real identity?
Yes, someday soon. UW-Stout, stay awesome, stay safe, and don't commit crime or I'm gonna come after you.